Nice day. Today is Friday, 29th of November 2024. This day is celebrated as National Illustration Day, bringing stories to life through captivating visuals, shaping narratives with unique styles and creative expressions. So, starting the newspaper with the world news, including Macron acknowledges 1944 massacre of West African troops by French forces. United Kingdom to publish plan to reduce immigration, Prime Minister Starmer. Ukraine imposes first wartime tax hikes to fight Russian invasion. Putin says Russia could strike decision-making centers in Kyiv. Australia passes world first law banning under 16s from social media despite safety concerns. Israeli Air Force strikes Hezbollah facility in southern Lebanon, imposes curfew amid uneasy ceasefire. Now from the Hindu newspaper with a brief discussion, Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese says social media ban will reduce harm. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. The crackdown on sites like Facebook and Instagram and Twitter X, former Twitter platform X, which was approved by Parliament late Thursday, will lead to better outcomes and less harm for young Australians, says Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said Friday, November 29, 2024, a landmark law that bans under 16s from social media will result in less harm for children. The crackdown on sites like the Facebook, Instagram, and X, which was approved by Parliament late Thursday, will lead to better outcomes and less harm for young Australians, he told reporters. The government did not expect the new law to be implementing for Prime Minister Albanese said, likening it to a ban on alcohol for under 18s that can sometimes be circumvented. But we know that it is the right thing to do, he said at a news conference in Canberra. Platforms now have a social responsibility to make children's safety priority, the Prime Minister said. Iran to hold nuclear talks with three European powers, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi. Iranian diplomat Majid Ravanchi, who serves as a political deputy to Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, is scheduled to represent Iran in Friday's talks. Iran is set to meet with the Britain, France, and Germany for the talks on Friday, November 29, 2024, that is today, on its nuclear program after the three governments joined with the United States to have Tehran censured by the United Nations Atomic Watchdog. Last week's childing prompted a defense response from Tehran, but its officials have since signaled their willingness to engage with others ahead of the return of United States President-elect Donald Trump, whose last administration pursued a policy of maximum pressure against the Islamic Republic. Iranian diplomat Majid Ravanchi, who serves as the political deputy to Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, is scheduled to represent Iran in the Friday's talks. He will meet beforehand with the Ankara Mora, Deputy Secretary General of the European Union's Foreign Affairs arm, according to the IRNA state news agency. Last week, the 35-nation Board of Governors of the United Nations International Atomic Energy (IAEA) and adopted a resolution condemning Iran for its lack of cooperation on nuclear issues. Iran described as politically motivated the resolution brought by Britain, France, Germany, and United States. Now going to the Hindustan Times newspaper states that hypersonic ballistic missile launches underscore India's weapons prowess. On November 17, India has announced that the Defense Research Development Organization successfully tested the country's first long-range hypersonic missile off the Odisha coast. In Sunday's interview, Byron Singh, liability for party state, says Mizo Chief Minister Laldu Homa. Mizoram Chief Minister Laldu Homa. Manipur Chief Minister and Byron Singh is a liability for the state, its people, and the party, and even the president's role is preferable compared to his administration. Mizoram Chief Minister Laldu Homa said on Thursday, hitting out at his embattled neighbor over the violence that has raged for 18 months now. Speaking to the Hindustan Times in an interview, Lal Duhoma also opposed the fencing of the Indian-Myanmar border and said disarming all militias in Manipur was the first step towards a lasting peace. I'm sorry to say that Bharat Singh is a liability to the state of Manipur. He has been a liability to his own people and his body. He said if his service is still needed, in my opinion, it is a necessary evil, more evil and less necessary. Amit Shah finalizes power sharing deal in Maharashtra. Mahayuti leaders, including Maharashtra caretaker Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, BJP leader Devendra Fadnavis, and NCP leader Ajit Pawar met the Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Thursday in Delhi. Union Home Minister Amit Shah met the leaders of three political parties in the BJP-led Mahayuti alliance on Thursday night and discussed the power-sharing agreement in the state. He also discussed the crucial formula for cabinet berths to be distributed among the three parties in the coalition, which is expected to be sworn in the early next week. While the chief minister's post will be held by the BJP, Shah is believed to have given the nod for two deputy chief ministers, one from each ally, the Shiv Sena and the NCP. BJP is expected to pick its leader for the chief minister's post on Saturday in a meeting of MLAs in Mumbai. If Devendra Fadnavis is appointed as chief minister, he is likely to retain the home portfolio, while finance is expected to go to the NCP. The Shinde-led Sena is expected to get UDD and PWD, according to the leaders from the BJP. The 2-hour-long meeting chaired by the Shah at his Delhi residence ended at midnight. Now, going towards the economy of the country from the business point of view, radio reformers panel after CRS flags lapses in a new Pamban bridge. The Pamban bridge is a 2.05 kilometer long bridge with a unique 72 vertical left span, one of its kind in the country. CRS flagged multiple violations for the not following standard design of RDSO, a railway body. New Pamban bridge between the Mandapam and Pamban station in Tamil Nadu. Health cover bill paid out by 20 private insurers, less than 80% of the claimed amount. This means if an insured patient made a claim of rupees 1 lakh as a hospital bill, the insurer paid one less than rupees 80,000, while the balance amount was paid by the patient. As many as 20 private insurers shelled out less than 80% of the amount claimed by insured patients in the health insurance segment in the country in the year 2023. If the insured patient made a claim of rupees 1 lakh as a hospital bill, the insurer paid only less than 80,000, while the balance amount was paid by the patient. Now going to the science and tech, we have in our fight against climate change could reverse and seas turn the tide. The careful study of geological and ecological methods offers a chance to harness the power and vastness of oceans. The open seas offer an immense opportunity to slow climate change if we invest now and do it right. The ocean, the Earth's vast blue lung, has long played a critical but underappreciated role in moderating the planet's climate. It has absorbed 25% of the anthropogenic carbon dioxide emissions and more than 90% of the excess heat generated by the greenhouse gases, buying humankind precious time against the worsening effect of the climate change. However, this seemingly boundless capacity comes at a cost. Ocean acidification, disrupted biogeochemical cycles, pollution, and a profound harm to marine ecosystems. Acidification, for the instance, threatens calcifying organisms like coral and shellfish, while warming alters ocean circulation and deoxygenating vital marine habitats. These disruptions cascade through ecosystem, undermining the services that provide from fisheries to the carbon sequestration. The ocean's national carbon and heat absorption processes through a crucial or slowed and carry ecological consequences. Spike in flu among children in Chennai, experts stress needed for the timely medical assistance. Seasonal changes have led to a rise in flu-like illness in children, says Janai Sankar, medical director, Kanchi Kamakoti Children's Trust Hospital. Pediatricians are seeing an increase in the number of the children with the flu symptoms in Chennai over the past 2 or 3 weeks. There are also cases of dengue and hand, foot, and mouth disease among the children in the city. At least 60 to 70 children with the flu symptoms are seen at Kanchi Kamakoti Children's Trust Hospital (KKCTH) every day. Dengue has also on the rise in the last 2 weeks, but all are stable. There is also an outbreak of HFMD, a vital infection that spreads fast but is self-limiting and treated symptomatically, said Janani Sankar, medical director, KKCTH. Seasonal changes have led to a rise in the flu-like illness in children. Last February, there were infections caused by the adenovirus, but the situation was manageable early this year. Now we are mainly seeing infections caused by influenza A and B viruses and respiratory syncytial virus, she said. J.K. Reddy, senior consultant pediatrics, Apollo Children's Hospital, pointed out almost 50% of the outpatients a day have symptoms of flu. The cases have been on the rise in the last 2 to 3 weeks. High fever, a headache, body pain, cold and cough are the main symptoms. Added to this, we have observed that another member of the family is also ill. What we are seeing in the Chennai is viral flu. We are testing more now on the respiratory viral panel that tests for all influenza viruses, COVID-19 and RSV, and we have found that the influenza and RSV are the most common now. Dengue accounts for 10 to 20% of our daily cases. If a child is tall in the post-fever phase, seeking medical help is crucial. This happens typically in the dengue and must not be missed. Dengue could lead to complications, Dr. Reddy added. High-grade fever means a temperature of 102 to 103 degrees Fahrenheit. Paracetamol should be prescribed for a fever of above 100 degrees Fahrenheit. He said for flu, he emphasized the need for the annual flu vaccine, especially for children who are now on asthmatics, on medications or immunocompromised conditions. We are also seeing 10 to 15% of hand, foot, mouth disease in the school and going children. The symptoms are high-grade fever, followed by the rash on the palm, legs, and a pack on the second or third day, he said. Indian Space Research Organization ISRO satellites closely tracking cyclone Bengal. The rough sea at Nagapattinam in Tamil Nadu on November 28 as the Indian Meteorological Department issues a warning ahead of the cyclone Bengal. The Indian Space Research Organization on Thursday, November 28 said its EOS-06 Ocean Satellite 3 and INSAT 3DR satellites are closely tracking cyclone Bengal that has been approaching Tamil Nadu since November 23. The EOS-06 is third generation satellite in the Oceanus series. ISRO said the satellite's spectrometer has helped in the early detection of the cyclone and identified ocean wind patterns, providing crucial lead time. Similarly, the geostationary INSAT 3DR has also provided real-time insights and offered regular updates on the intensity of and direction of the cyclone. The INSAT 3DR is an advanced meteorological satellite of India, configured with an imaging system and an atmospheric sounder. At last, there's a famous personality, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, whose full name was Dr. Ovul Fakir General Abdul Kalam, popularly known as APJ Abdul Kalam, was a distinguished Indian scientist and a statesman who served as the 11th President of India from 2002 to 2007. He is widely celebrated for his significant contributions to India's space and missile programs, earning him the title as Missile Man of India and People's President. Early life and education. Born on October 15, 1931 in Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu, Kalam hailed from a humble background. Despite facing a financial constraints, he excelled in his studies and pursued his passion for science and technology. He obtained a degree in the aeronautical engineering from Madras Institute of Technology. In science and technology, Kalam's illustration career began at the Defense Research and Development Organization, where he played a pivotal role in India's missile and nuclear programs. He was instrumental in the developing India's first indigenous satellite launch vehicle, SLV-3, and ballistic missile system. His dedication and expertise earned him the title of Missile Man of India. Presidency of India in 2002, Kalam was elected as the 11th President of India, a position he held until 2007. During his tenure, he focused on promoting scientific research, technology advancement, and education. He also emphasized the importance of the youth empowerment and sustainable development. From the legacy and impact point of view, APJ Abdul Kalam's legacy extends beyond his scientific achievements and presidential role. He was a visionary leader who's inspired millions with his passion for science, his dedication to the nation, and his unwavering belief in the power of the education. He authored several books, including Wings of Fire, which became a bestseller and chronicled his journey from a humble background to renowned scientist. Kalam's contribution to the India's scientific and technological advancements have had lasting impact on the nation. He is remembered as a true patriotic, visionary leader and a source of inspiration for his generations to come. Mr. Kalam says a very famous quotation. He says that if you fail, never give up, because FAIL means first attempt in learning. And is not end. In fact, A and D means effort never dies. If you get no as an answer, remember, no and O means next opportunity. Okay, thank you.